yeah, what are you seeing, John, as far as this Aquarian age coming in and the timing of everything? What did Cayce?
When it came to timing, Edgar Cayce, when he was attuned to the universal consciousness, saw that the first element of timing came from the archangel Gabriel when he was speaking to the prophet Daniel, and said that there will be a time, times, and a half time, and then all of this will end and the new era will begin. And Cayce said that the end of World War II was actually the last chapters of the prophecy of the book of Daniel. And he said, we are in the period beyond the time, times, and half times. We are in a transition to the new era. Then the Maya come along and say in 2012, we moved out of the age of change and challenge to the age of spirit. And this will be followed by the age of oneness. Edgar Cayce pointed to 1998 as the marker of the beginning through the transition period. And then he pointed to the Revelation where it said that evil will be banished from the earth for 1,000 years. And Edgar Cayce in trance said, be determined to be here then. It's a golden age. You don't want to miss it. And the Maya called it the age of oneness. And we all will be one people. There will be no evil, no violence. It'll be an age of soul growth, love, and enlightenment. And we all want to be here then. And it'll last as for 1,000 years, according to the Revelation. And Edgar Cayce agreed, yes, as 1,000 years. He said, as 1,000 years it will last. Well, we could reincarnate 4, 5, or 6 times in 1,000 years. So we could get some real good growth during that period. And we are apparently in the middle of the Armageddon, where the dark forces are in a pitch battle against the light forces. But the prophecy is ultimately the light will overcome the dark, and they will be banished for as 1,000 years. And the earth will go through an age of enlightenment, and according to the Maya, an age of oneness.
Yes, and would you agree that it's not just Mayan, but it's so many cultures are honing on this?
Yeah. I wrote a whole book, Prophecies Converging in Our Times, and those prophecies come from everywhere. Everywhere, every culture has had the vision of the future change. And yes, I agree with you. Even going all the way back to the ancient Egyptians, they had this vision as well. And of course, Nostradamus, he threw his hat in there. He had the vision of this coming. So yeah, everybody has had the whisper of the spirit is going to move.